Chaz, how's your hamstring feel today?
I'm all good. In this part of camp, there's gonna be bumps and bruises, but we're trying to be physical, be tough, and also be smart at the same time to where we're healthy coming game day.
Chaz, where do you feel like this defense is at this point in camp, and with what's left, what do you want to see from that entire group with what's left of camp?
We don't create an identity until we play our first game. We have 16 days left, and we're going to just keep focusing on ourselves, keep focusing on what we do, and find out what we do best. And we really find out who we are when we actually get tested. And right now, we can simulate testing in practice, but we can't really get tested until we go against somebody in the stadium. So,
Chaz, where have you seen Damon grow the most from year one to year two?
just mentally. Freshman year, we don't like to ask a lot of these guys. We like to play to their strengths. And now coming into his second year, we are asking him to be more of a mental piece of the team. We know obviously he can pass rush. He's got speed off the edge. But now we're getting him into, being better in the run game, be better in coverage, just expanding what he can do.
Chaz, when Coach Hartley was in here, he was talking about Quintavious and how pleasantly surprised he was. What has stood out to you about him as he goes through fall camp for the first time?
Just the fact that he was a quarterback in high school and he's playing DN and outside linebacker in college. He's got great size, great speed, he has power, and we just got to hone in on just finding his strengths and playing to them right now.
I guess technically you guys started class, so you're transitioning out of camp, though. Kirby said camp doesn't really end until the scrimmage this weekend. But I just wonder, have you guys yet started to focus on Clemson? Obviously, that's a big opener, and they're just down the road. I'm sure you know a lot of guys on that team. So that first, and then secondly, what is the level of anticipation about getting to that first game, and what kind of difference does it make in sort of preparing and getting through preseason camp?
We like to focus on ourselves at this part of the season. We don't start preparing for Clemson really until the week of, but right now we're going against the best offense in the nation. We're getting better every single day and trying to simulate what we need to work on, find our strengths, try and find our weaknesses and work on that, working up into game week prep. And at this time, it's just all about the little inches. We talked about it today. All the inches add up to a win. We're just trying to win every single play in the little individual moments.
It's often said that the second scrimmage is the most important one. Why do you think that's the case, and what do you think that you guys as a defense need to improve going into this Saturday?
We always say that because we want to see growth from the first scrimmage to the second scrimmage. Obviously, we haven't the first scrimmage was the first time we put pads on since spring. That's a long time to go without live tackling. It's a lot of time to go without actually going into a game-like simulation and going from last week into this week. We just want to see everybody be freer, be looser, play the game like how they want to play, and just be physical and tough and out-compete, out-hustle, and be everything that our defense wants to be.
Why do you say this is the best offense in the country?
I firmly believe we'll always have the best offense in the country. Consistently, our O-line, they gave 9 sacks last year in total. That's less than one a game, way less than one a game. We have some of the best talent in the world, and collectively with our best coaches, the coaches take that talent and put it into a system that plays everybody's strengths. Every day that we're out there, that we just know there's going to be wins and losses. They're just as talented as us on defense, and they're just experienced. Our O-line, we lost 2 guys maybe last year. Cedric, main one. We have a lot of returning experience too.
Not going to easily let go of this Clemson thing. Openers are great, period, especially for for fans, you know, because you just don't. Nobody really knows what to expect. You never do from. But what are your recollections of you were right there in the middle of it in 2021? You guys opening against Clemson and Charlotte. I think they were ranked 3, you were ranked 5, and obviously that year turned out all right. But that was a close war of a game. This one's in Atlanta. So, what are your memories of that 2021 game up in Charlotte?
Obviously, it's just that first experience as a freshman, walking to a stadium, especially a game of that high of a caliber. It was a lot of anticipation going into that game, but I think our coaches did a great job of making it not about them and about us at that point. You know, and just everybody doing their own jobs, the first game of the season. So that their offense or defense could have come out in any formation, could have run any plays. But that first game of the season is always about the fundamentals and the things you do in the off season to get you ready for it.
Chaz, when Coach Smart talked to us on Tuesday, he talked about wanting to see more energy and enthusiasm coming out of that first scrimmage. What's it look like at practice this week? Do you feel like you guys have sort of answered that call from Coach Smart?
Yeah, I mean, we always have to push through. Obviously, we don't have the cool weather somewhere else where it's 100 degrees plus every day out here. But it's just getting our condition level up to where we can be higher energy. And it's also up to the leaders on defense and offense to keep the guys up, keep their heads up, let them know that there's going to be times that we're down and up, and just trying to keep that energy level up is the main thing.
Chaz, I was going to follow up with that in terms of, you know, being a leader. You said you have to keep that energy up, maybe create that sense of urgency. What are some ways that you do that, and do you take that upon yourself now? I guess at this stage of your career, I know the coaches have referred to you as a leader.
Yeah, you know, it's all about figuring out what each player needs. You know, in the offseason, we get to know every single person, what their why is, their story. And most guys don't react to criticism the same way. You know, one of my guys could mess up, and one of them I might need to get on them, tell them that they need to do this, this, and this. Another one I need to be caring. I need to let them know that the next play he can make it better, he can make up for it. It's all about knowing who your players are and who your teammates are at this time, and just not trying to beat a, I don't know how to say it, beat a nail. I mean, obviously he's going to get coached hard by the coaches. He's going to get yelled at by the coaches, but us as teammates, we got to have each other's backs, because obviously it's hot out there. It's going on 2 weeks straight of practice. People's bodies hurts, but it's just knowing each other and going through it.
You gonna be a coach, you think, Chad? I mean, that sounds a lot like a coach up there. Is that something you consider doing after your career?
I don't know yet.
Any more questions for Chaz? All right, Chaz, thank you.
Thanks,
Chaz.